Hello everyone. Today we'll look into the question number 19 of GATE 2019. So this is a question from compiler design which carries only 1 mark. So we can say in the question there is a grammar given. So here we have four non-terminals S, A, B and D, as well as we have three terminals small a, small b and small d. So the question is asking that compute the follow set of the non-terminal B, write the index values of the symbol follow set in the descending order. Example, the follow set of if the follow set is carrying a b d and then dollar, then our answer should be 3 2 1 and 0, because a is having the number 3, b is having the number 2, d is having the number 1, as well as the dollar is having number 0. So we'll just output our result in the descending form. So 3 is coming first, 3 2 1 0. Okay, so before going to the solution, let us discuss about what is first and follow set. So first set in syntax analysis. So if you go through the lectures of compiler design, you will find something called first set and follow set in the syntax analysis phase of compiler design. So first A represents the set of terminals that initializes the strings derivable from A. So rules of finding first of A. So let me explain that this A is basically representing a non-terminal or maybe a terminal. Okay, so this is a symbol. So represent the set of terminals. Okay, so first of A is representing the set of terminals that initializes the strings derivable from this particular symbol A. So this can be a terminal or a non-terminal. So the rules to find the first of A. So the basic first rule is that if A is a terminal, okay, if A is a terminal, then first of A will carry A. Okay, if A itself is a terminal, then it will be in the set itself. Okay, and next rule is that suppose in the set of production rule contains non-terminal A goes to null. Okay, if null is uh, being out from the non-terminal A, then first of A will also contain null. Okay. Then suppose the set of production rule is containing A goes to B1, B2, B3. Okay. Suppose these three are all non-terminals, as well as this A is also non-terminal. Okay. Then first of A will be first of B1. Okay. First of A will be first of B1, because we want to find the first uh, terminal that will be generated from B1, B2 and B3. Okay. Now suppose the first of B1 is containing null. Okay, if the first of B1 is containing null, then our whole operation may go to B2 and B3. Okay, suppose we are getting null from B1, then our whole operation will go to B2 or B3. So then our first of A will be first of B1 minus this null. Okay, because we are not considering null, but we are directly going to B2 and B3. Okay, so union to B2. Then again, for all first of BI's, if first of BI is containing null, then null will also be added to first of A. Means suppose B1 is giving null, B2 is giving null, B3 is also giving null, then A may produce null. Okay, the first symbol produced by A is maybe null. Okay, so that thing may arrive. Now let's discuss the whole thing with a given example. Okay, so this is our grammar. Now we want to find the first of S. Okay, we want to find the first of S. So we can see that first of S means the first terminal that is being derived from S. Okay, so we can see the first non-terminal that is being derived from S is A. Okay, so we'll try to see that what are the terminals that is being generated by A. Okay, so we can directly say that first of A is equal to first of S is equal to first of A, and first of A is equal to first of B. Okay, is equal to first of B. Now we can see that first of B is equal to the terminal small b, as well as we can also get null. Okay, so this is the set for first of B. Okay, so if we are getting null, then we'll also look for D. Okay, suppose this B, Suppose this B is giving null, then we look into D. Okay, then let's look into the let's remember the formula, that is first of A is equal to first of B minus null union to first of D, because the next non-terminal or the next symbol after B is D itself. Okay, so we are just discarding the null and we are adding D itself. Okay, then if we are adding D, then let's see what is inside the first of D. So first of D again is giving the terminal D as well as the null. Okay, then first of A is equal to, then first of A is equal to B, D and null. Okay, first of A is equal to B, D and null. Then first of S, if we can see again, first of A is equal to, then A is giving B, D and null. Okay, so we'll remove the null and we'll consider that suppose A is giving null. So our operation will go to small a, right? So our overall, if you see the formula, that is first of A minus null union to first of small a. Okay. Now the small a terminal, small a is the terminal, right? So it will give itself in the set. Okay. So we'll, from first of A, we'll get small b and small d, and from this we'll get small a. Okay. Taking union of both, we'll get small a, small b and small d. This is the first of S. Now again, let's look at the follow set in syntax analysis. Okay, so follow of A represents the set of terminals that immediately follows the non-terminal A. So rules to find the follow of A. If A is the starting non-terminal, means if A is, mostly we use the symbol S as the starting non-terminal. So if it is the same, then we will use dollar. Okay, dollar means for every string, for every generated string, suppose this is our generated string, then the string is ending with dollar. Okay, this is our assumption. So follow of our starting symbol will be dollar itself. Now let's look at the first rule, that is if A goes to alpha, B, beta is a production rule, then follow of B is equal to first of beta. It means after B, whatever the terminals we can generate from beta. Okay, after B, whatever the terminals we can generate. So first of beta except null. Okay, if first of beta is containing null, then we will discard null and we'll also look for follow of A. We'll look for follow of A. Okay, what are the uh, like terminals that are being generated after A? Okay, because suppose this beta is giving null. Okay, this means whatever the terminals are uh, being followed, I mean, will be after A. All the terminals will come after B itself, right? So that thing we'll consider. So let's see the third production rule. Third rule, that is A goes to alpha B is a production rule. Then follow of B is equal to follow of A. Okay, because we can see that after B there is nothing. So whatever the terminals will be like after A, okay, will be in follow of A, will also be in follow of B. So let's look at the example. Suppose this is our grammar. Now, then follow of S equal to dollar, because S is our starting symbol. Then follow of S equal to dollar, and follow of A, we can see that after capital A, only small a is there. Okay, so follow of A will be the first of small a, then that is the first of any terminal will be that terminal itself. Okay, so that thing is coming. Okay, now let's look at our given question. Let's look at the solution. Okay, so this is the given grammar that is coming into the question, and the representation for small a will represent it by 3, small b will represent it by 2, and so on. So so they are asking that follow B. Okay, so we can see after B there is the non-terminal D. Okay, so whatever the terminals that are being generated by D, okay, that can be the follow set of B. Okay, so follow of B is equal to the first of D, right? Now we can see that first of D is giving us D and null. Okay, so first of D is giving us D and null. So that means as first of D contains null, then also we need to consider the follow of D. Okay, so first of D is giving null. It means whatever the symbols or whatever the terminals that are coming after D can also come after B itself, right? So so we'll look into the follow of D. So follow of D means, as per the rules, we know follow of D means follow of A, and that is after capital A, what is coming? Only small a, right? So follow of D means follow of capital A, and that is giving rise to the terminal small a, right? So hence overall, if we look into the follow of B, so follow of B is giving D, right? And D is giving the small d and null. So for null, we are again getting A, right? So overall A and D. Okay, these two are coming in the set of follow of B. So hence our answer will be 31. Why? Because A is representing, 3 is representing A, and D means 1, right? 1 is representing D, and they are asking our answer in the descending order, right? So 3 will come first and 1 will come second. Okay, so I hope that this question is clear.